Hello, welcome to the Cat's Garage, and today we are working on the 1964 Chevy Truck. Well, we're going to get back on the interstate, so bad idea. Bad idea. All right. That's a as you can see, I have this AAM full floater rear axle. It's out of a 2003 Chevy 2500 HD, and I am cutting off all these brackets. I've already removed some of that one, some of that one. Still have to remove all of that one yet. Come over here to this other side. So, as you can see here, I'm cutting them off, and then I will go in and I will clean them all the way down to the actual tube. So most of that is just the weld that is left over. So I'm going to smooth all that down, get rid of these small little pieces that are left of where the shock would have mounted to previously. And one of the things I'm doing, and I'm throwing like parts down in there, and got a bunch of the brackets right there that I cut off, just to kind of show you. That's some pretty thick steel on these brackets. So I had been using battery powered DeWalt reciprocating saw, but I was blowing through blades. I was using these right here. So I was using these Irwin 10 TPI, and they were okay. The batteries, I went through 4 batteries pretty quickly trying to cut through it. So then I said, well, heck with that. I went and bought myself a actual corded reciprocating saw. So I went and got the DeWalt 13 amp saw. And one of the things I thought I'd do is just kind of give an overview on some of the saw blades I will be using. So the next one up, so I already had this one removed with the battery powered one. So over here is some of what's left of the other one that I haven't quite removed yet. And then I got a couple of small cuts done with that, and I was also using an air reciprocator saw there. And it just wasn't getting me anywhere very fast. And like I said, I went through 4 batteries and I only removed a portion of this mount here. So with the corded reciprocating saw and this blade, so this is one of the Bosch thick metal, I want to say it's like an ice blade or something like that. It's meant for thick metal, 8+10 TPI, so different size teeth. And I removed that bracket and the rest of that bracket. So it was over there, it looked kind of like this. And in about 15 minutes worth of work, that blade took everything off of there. Pretty much all of that, it cut off of there. So I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with that blade. I believe that blade I got at Lowe's for $5. Now I'm gonna try this Lennox thick metal laser CT carbide tip blade. See if it does any better. It's an 8 TPI. This is almost $15 for this one blade. but it's meant for thick metal as well. So I'm going to try that out, and we're going to see how well this blade does compared to the Bosch blade for 3 times as much. And then after that, I got a 5-pack of Lennox's just regular laser thick blade with the so-called Power Blast technology. These are 10 TPI blades. There's 5 pieces in here, and this package of 5 blades costs the same amount as this one blade. So, all right. And I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll update you on what I think of these different blades. All right, so let's give you a quick update here real quick. So I started using this carbide tip Lennox blade. Once again, like I said, it's almost $15 for one of them. And I got about maybe through a quarter of a cut. Not even, I mean, just barely started cutting, and it was the hardest thing ever to try to even get to go through there. I switched over to these Lennox laser thick metal ones, the Power Blast technology, or whatever you want to call them. That's the one I'm currently using, and I finally made that cut through that one there. So as you can see, there's the chunk right there. It still took quite a while to get through there. So out of the 4 blades that I'm using right now, the Irwin's, that Bosch thick metal blade, Lennox laser CT carbide tip blade, and then just the laser thick metal Lennox blades. If I had to rank them out and everything else at this point in time, and it's not a fair comparison for these Irwins, so I can't really say anything about these Irwins when it comes to this, to the usage here, because these are a lot smaller blades. They don't take heat as well as these longer blades do. But the Bosch blade for $5 is by far the best blade. I mean, I whipped through all of those in about the same time it took me to make this one cut with the Lennox, just the regular Lennox blades, which this 5-pack cost as much as that one blade. Maybe that'll be good on some really thin metal. It says it's for thick metal, but don't waste your money. Don't waste $15 buying one of these blades when you can cut through something a heck of a lot faster with either these Lennox blades where you get 5 of them for the same price as one of those, or for a third of the price of that carbide tip one, you can get one of those, which, I mean, it cuts through everything like butter. I ain't gonna be going back to Lowe's and buying a crap ton of those Bosch blades. Not that I really have a lot more thick metal to cut. I have a few more pieces to cut off of here. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out if you're out looking for things to cut through thicker metal. And yeah, highly recommend those Bosch. I think they're like ice blades or something like, the name of them is ice or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Here's the part number for it. So if you're curious which one it actually is, once again, this blade here did fantastic. And just as a side note, on each and every one of these blades, for cooling purposes, I was using WD-40, spraying the surfaces, and then after any particular cut, I would spray the blade down to cool it off a little bit quicker. You can use water. Actually, it's recommended by most blade manufacturers to use water on their blades when you're doing thick cuts like this, and just to kind of give you an idea of how thick that is. I mean, this is some pretty thick stuff. So, all right, anyway, hopefully, like I said, this helps you out if you're looking to cut into some really thick metals, or if you have to cut brackets off and stuff like that. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, hit the bell for reminders if you want to see more videos as I pop them up, and leave a comment down below on things that you might like to see, or if you have questions. I am back on the Durka channel, and I know some comments were on there. I've been going through them all. I've been replying to them on the previous Subaru stuff. So if anything else, hit me up, and I will try to help you out any way I possibly can when it comes to advice and tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. All right, y'all take care. Drive safe, but have fun.